nearlydanish.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, this is mock test 12. Okay, so for all of you who are here for the first time, we started practicing on the 27th of August, so almost exactly 2 months ago. So you missed a whole bunch of sessions. The good news is that all the sessions are recorded and posted on the YouTube channel. It's called Nearly Danish TV. So when you go to the channel, look on the playlists. There's a playlist for winter 2025 for Infos As Porn and Melbourne Skips Porn. All right. 29 days to the test, so just under a month. There is still time. Hopefully you've started the 30-day challenge. And you've done more than, 2 days. But this is day 2 on the 30-day challenge if you haven't started yet. So there's still time. And even if you can't make it on the 30-day challenge, there is the 14-day challenge. So to put yourself under a bit more pressure. Okay? All right. So the last session went summer 2025. We had a pass rate in the group of 77%. The national pass rate was 58%. So we were almost 20% higher than the national pass rate. This session, so the winter 2025, the target is to get you guys to 80%. So I want the pass rate to be 80%. Okay? I know I set this goal myself, but I believe in you guys and I believe that you can actually do it. And the way to do it, well, the way that I recommend, it's not the only way, is to get your profile to 100%. If you do this, you will become familiar with all the questions. It would be like you read the book, but better. The information actually sticks in your head. And what would actually happen is that you will be done with the test within 5 to 10 minutes. I know you hear me saying this all the time, but watch what's going to happen on the day of the test. That's exactly what's going to happen to you if you go through this process. Okay? That's why I highly recommend this process. But it's up to you to take my advice or not, Now, time to shout out people that are actually putting in the work. So Anna Reg has completed 208 quizzes today. Wow! Round of applause to Anna Reg. Okay, so that's it. Let's start. All right, so the first woman in the world that was commissioned to create an equestrian statue of a king was Anne Marie Carl Nielsen. She was Carl Nielsen's, well, the famous Carl Nielsen, who was what was he? Composer. What was he? Was he a composer? I think so. Anyways, my brain is not functioning so well today. But yes, this is his wife. And she was a sculptor. All right. Majority of you got this right. How many people got this wrong? So 49 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Frequently asked question.
Excellent.
I'm hoping that today's numbers will be high. Let's see. 19 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
So, obligation to be educated for at least 10 years in Denmark. Next one.
Uh-oh.
All right, so the highest court in Greenland is called Grønlands Landsret. 72 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
120 people got that right.
Great job.
Okay, so that completely reshuffled the top five. Well, not completely, but Hasfak was not in the top five. Now he's number one. Farshid is at number two, B7 at three, Lolit M4, and Triple X at five. And Tras is the highest climber, up 64 places. Wow. Well done. Next one. All right, so the parliamentary principle from 1901 simply states that a government cannot exist with a majority against it in parliament. And it was created in 1901, but it was written into the Constitution in 1953. 47 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Okay. Hans Tausen was the priest that spread Martin Luther's ideas in Denmark. 33 people got that wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Okay, we have a static top five.
Static top 5.
20 people reached an answer streak of 4. At the moment, we have Hasfak, Farshid, Lolit, M, Vero, and B7. Next one. Okay, so the Spanish flu was the epidemic around the First World War. How many people got this wrong? 44 people got it wrong. This is a frequently asked question. Okay? So if you got that question wrong, please make sure you get it right. You can find it under the most frequently asked questions quiz collection on your profile. All right. Next one. Supriya, yes, you are. We're going to start practicing with that next, but practice with this as well. All right. So the former Danish colonies in the West Indies, St. Thomas, St. Croix, and St. Jan, sold to America, I think 1917. 35 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is a frequently asked question, so please get it right next time you see it. Triple X is climbing the charts. Mehi, answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Okay. So on one of the previous tests, the question was, is Greenland a member of the EU? The answer is no. Greenland, I think, joined the EU when Denmark joined, 1973, but they left in 1985. 104 people got that wrong. That's a weak spot. So please get it right the next time you see this. More than half of you actually got this wrong. So this is a very weak spot. So fix that knowledge gap. All your mistakes will appear on your profile. All right, next one.
Excellent.
So Denmark is made up of about 443 islands, and only about 80 of them are inhabited. How many people got this wrong? 28 people got it wrong. Next one. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
You guys are doing well so far. Okay, next one. Okay, so a citizen proposal needs at least 50,000 signatures before it goes to Parliament, and then Parliament can vote on it and vote either yes or no. So this is different from the law proposals that the government puts forward. So the different ministries in the government put different law proposals for the Parliament to vote on. I hope that made sense. Let me see. So 77 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Lolit M made a mistake and fell out of the top 5. We have Hasfac, Farshid, B7, Triple X, and Becky. Next one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Another weak spot.
Another one.
So 90 plus 15 is 105 people. 105 people got this wrong. So the Faroese flag was designed in 1919.
Now you know what you don't know.
Not so frequently asked question. It's good for you to make your mistakes at these mock tests so that if these questions show up on the test, you don't make your mistakes there. All right. Also, a word of caution. On the real test, remember that the real test is not a Kahoot, okay? So in these Kahoots, you get rewarded for speed and accuracy. In the real test, you're only rewarded for accuracy. So please do not be in a hurry. I know you hear me say you'll be done in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but don't be in a hurry, please, okay? Read the questions slowly, read the answers slowly, and then go ahead and answer. It's 1 minute per question. So you have 45 questions in 45 minutes. In these Kahoots, I give you about 20 seconds per question. So I put you under a bit more pressure here so that it's easier for you on the day of the test. All right, moving on.
Uh-oh.
Another weak spot.
Another one.
All right. So Moskva Museum was designed by Henning Larsen and Christine Jensen. This is chapter 6 under Danish tourist attractions. So 120 people got this wrong.
Emotional damage.
This is a weak spot. Fix this. It will appear on your profile. All right, next one. Triple X fell out. Nam and Muhammad are in. Georgina is back with an answer streak of 3.
Great job.
Next question. One of the most frequently asked questions. I'm expecting most of you to get this right.
Excellent.
Next one. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
Maximus, highest climber, up 8 places.
Great job.
Frequently asked question. All right. 46 people got this wrong. Please, please, please get it right. This is one of the most frequently asked questions. It's asked in a slightly different way, but it's the same question. When was Denmark liberated? After the Second World War. 5th of May, 1945. 147 people got that right.
Excellent.
Static top 5, yet again, 28 people reached an answer streak of 3. Well done. Yes, this is what I like to see. A frequently asked question that almost everybody knows. Only 8 people got this wrong. For the 8 people who got this wrong,
Now you know what you don't know.
this is one of the questions that you must know the answer to. You're probably going to see this question on the next test. All right. Next one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. More people got this right than I thought. So Ukraine is the country with the third largest number of vluchtelingen or invandrare. What's the word in English? Refugees? Immigrants? Sorry, I don't know. Can't remember. Anyways, 64 people got that wrong. Next one.
Excellent.
I see you guys are getting used to the frequently asked questions. Well done. I'm hoping the numbers will be looking good tonight. RM is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. 87 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Hilma Bounsgaard was from, what's the name of that? Radical Venstre, I think. Yeah, Radical Venstre. And was prime minister from 1968 to 1971. Okay. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
Farshid and Hasfak have over 17,000 points. Everyone else is below 17,000 points. These guys are the elite players.
Excellent.
Okay, next one. Yes. So the workers have always historically voted for the Social Democrats. The Social Democratic Party actually is one of the parties from the labor movement from the 1870s. And typically, people that work in the public sector vote for the Social Democratic Party. All right. 32 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is an FAQ, a frequently asked question, so please get it right next time. Mohammed got that wrong and fell out of the top 5. Okay, 23 people. Here's an answer streak of 7. We are halfway through now, I think. I like this. You guys are doing really well on the FAQs. This is what I like. Well done, because you're going to see at least 10 to 15 FAQs on the day of the test. And those are like free questions, okay? So those are like, they're just giving it to you for free. So make sure you know every single one of those FAQs because you're going to see at least 10 to 15 of them. If you're lucky, you're going to see even more. So moving on to the next one. Okay, Søren Kierkegaard is Denmark's most famous philosopher. And he wrote a book called Either Or. Can't remember when it was published. 40, wait, no. 77 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Fix it. Triple X is out. Becky is back in the top 5. 7 people lost the answer streak of 3. Sorry, guys. Next one. All right, the Nordic Council coordinates the partnership between all the parliaments of the Nordic countries. 35 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is a frequently asked question. Okay, also frequently asked question, 1920. Denmark reunited with Sønderjylland. Some people are saying, I wish, someone says, I wish Farshid could sit beside me on the day of the test. Another one is saying, I wish I could borrow his brain. Do you know why Farshid is doing really well? Farshid is doing really well because he's been practicing. So instead of hoping for Farshid's brain, just become Farshid by practicing. That's all you need. All right, next one. All right, 965. And that was the year he raised the rune stone. What's going on here? 36 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Yeah, this is chapter 1. Next one. Man, no one is budging in this top 5.
Static top 5.
Excellent.
AMG making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Question number 30. All right, another FAQ. So when Germany invaded Denmark, they didn't overthrow the government like they did in all the other countries. However, they demanded to work in partnership with the Danish government at the time. And of course, it was one of those offers that the Danish government couldn't refuse because it was a demand that was being made with a gun to their head. So they said yes. However, that changed. I'm not going to go into all the details. 22 people got that wrong. That's an FAQ. Please fix it. Another weak spot.
Another one.
So Denmark won the Eurovision contest for the second time in 2000. They've won 3 times, I think. 3 times. First time was 1963, if I'm not mistaken. Second time was 2000. Third time was 2013. Can't remember who won this. Can't remember. Was it the Olsen brothers? Yes, the Olsen brothers won this for the second time. The third time it was Emily de Forest. The first time was this couple. Can't remember what they're called again. But anyways, all of this is in the music section on chapter 5. You can find this information. All right. That was a weak spot for Becky, but Bloom is now in the top 5. Okay, Triple X back with an answer streak of 3.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how you guys do on this one. Okay, well done. How many people got this wrong? 62. Well, fix it. It will appear on your profile. All your mistakes will appear on your profile. Next one.
Excellent.
Well done. 19 people got that wrong. B7 has the highest answer streak of 28. If I'm not mistaken, that's a perfect score.
Perfect score.
Well done. Round of applause to B7. B7 has been consistent. I think B7 has come to like 90% of all the Kahoot sessions. Round of applause. Next one. Okay, I actually thought you guys were going to know the answer to this. 99 people got this wrong and 100 people got it right. So almost half of you got this wrong. Well,
Now you know what you don't know.
so the IMF places Denmark as the 9th richest country in the world. Next one. All right. Frequently asked question. So you can keep getting voted into parliament as long as you can keep convincing people to vote for you. 20 people got that right. Please get it. Sorry, 20 people got that wrong. Please get it right the next time. Maximus is back with an answer streak of 3.
Oh my! He's on fire!
All right. Right. So the working week was cut from 48 to 40 hours between 1958 and 1974. Static top five. The first university in Denmark was Copenhagen University. 36 people got that wrong. We have a static top five yet again.
Static top 5.
We've got Hasfak, Farshid, B7, Nam, and Bloom. So we've had a static top five for like 5 questions in a row. Round of applause to these guys. Five people just reached an answer streak of 11. Well done. We've got 13 more questions to go. Well done.
Excellent.
Okay. We got 2 more questions and then we go to current affairs. All right, so the Maastricht Treaty from 92, Denmark voted no. And I think that treaty included where you'd had to accept the euro as the currency. Denmark didn't want that. Okay, so what do we have here? 40 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Last history question. Hasfak, Farshid, B7, Nam. These guys have been static top five. So Hasfak, Farshid, B7, Nam, and Bloom. We know all these names. These guys have been consistently practicing. If I'm not mistaken, they're all in the Gold League as well. So I am not surprised at this top five at all. And I think the top 3 have a perfect score, so they haven't actually gotten any questions wrong, if I'm not mistaken. RM is the highest climb up 7 places.
Great job.
Last history question. All right, so there were 2 Schleswig Wars. One in 1840, between 1848 and 1850. Denmark won that, and the second one in 1869. Denmark lost that and lost to New 64 people got this wrong. Please fix this. 1864. Oh my God. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Anyways, 1864, second Schleswig War. Please, that's an FAQ. Anyways, 64 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Thanks, guys, for correcting me. I am not infallible. Okay. Same guys in top 5. Not much to say here. Mia is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Okay, so we're going to the last 10 questions. The next 5 questions will be current affairs. I will be discussing the theme of the current affair as we go through it. I already shared with you guys the post on Facebook where all these questions are coming from. Please keep an eye out in the media by yourself. And if you find anything, please post it on the post. I'm doing my best to collect what I think is relevant. But like I said, I'm not infallible. So please keep an eye out. And if you find anything you think is relevant, please post it there, share it with the rest of the group. All right. Okay, so the theme of this is political parties and their leaders. Inger Støjberg is the leader of Denmark's Demokraterne. You can find this on a quiz on your profile. Okay, so in one of the tests, there I can't remember what year it was, but there was a question about when loyal to familia was dissolved by the Supreme Court. And something similar has happened now again with another one of these rocker clubs. They're actually foreignings, and it's been dissolved. It's called Bandidos. And like the question says it was dissolved. I think it was either yesterday or today in a court in Helsingør. I don't know what category to put this in, but I put this here because something similar has appeared before. So just in case this shows up, we've seen it before. All right, next one. Oh, Farshid is now at number 1, just like Hasfak predicted. Farshid number 1, B7 number 2, Hasfak 3, Nam 4, and Becky at 5. RK making a comeback with 3 in a row. All right, this question is about the government. So the government is made up of the prime minister and all the ministers. There's a quiz about this on your profile. I can see in the chat people got confused when I said rocker club. Rocker club is just a politically correct way of saying gang, at least in Denmark. So yes, it is a gang. Okay, next one. Wow. 7 is number 1. Interesting. Things are beginning to look interesting in this top 5. Abby 321 with 3 in a row.
Great job.
We've got 7 questions to go. Okay, actually, more people got this than I thought would get it right. Nice, well done. Is this question linked to study? I don't know what you mean. Anyways, the theme of the question is Denmark's national security. So I have a strong feeling that there's going to be at least one question about, the things that have been happening, connected to the war in Ukraine and also the hybrid war. All right. Nam is now on the podium at number 3. Hasfak has fallen to number 4. Becky at number 5. We got B7, Farshid, Nam, 1, 2, 3. Basmina back in the game, 3 in a row.
She's on fire.
All right. Next one. Oh. Okay, so the theme of this is famous dead people. So this guy, Michael Lawson, was in Clone. So Clone is a famous Danish TV show. I don't think he's as culturally significant as the other people that we've seen in these questions. However, it fits the theme, so it's here. If he shows up in the test, then we know who he is, right? All right, that was the last current affairs question. By the way, anyways, let's move on. Okay, so Farshid is back at number 1. Hasfak jumped 2 spots to number 2. B7 fell to number 3. Nam at 4 and Becky at 5. We're about to go into Danish values. By the way, the next session on Sunday is going to be about Danish values. So that's going to be the Danish values session. So please make sure you come to that session. I'm going to be talking about how to approach the questions. The Danish values questions are the last 5 questions in the test. They are also the most important questions in the test. Because if you fail more than one of those questions, it doesn't matter if you scored 100% in current affairs and in history. If you fail more than one of those questions, you failed the whole test. So please come to the session and I will explain how to approach those questions. They are not difficult. They're very straightforward. All right, next one. All right, well done. Let me see if I can answer some of these questions. Is there a list of themes for current affairs not publicly available, but I discussed the themes here? I can make a list and post it. How many quizzes are there? You mean practice sessions? We have 2 per week, Wednesday and Sunday at 8 p.m. All the questions found in these mock tests under other categories. I'm not sure what you mean, but we're moving on. Next one. By the way, if you're here for the first time, wait until the end of the session and I will show you how to find your profile. And you can only get a profile if you participated in the game. That means if you actually played the game, that means answering questions, okay? All right. What's going on here? Static top 5. Sad is back in the game with 3 in a row. Apart from that, we have a static top 5. Next one. Okay, now I think I understand your question. Okay, so for the people that have been coming to these sessions for a while, just bear with me. Let me explain some things. This is for the people that's the new guys. What is a mock test? A mock test is like a real test. It's got 45 questions picked from different parts of the book, assembled and given to you to test your knowledge. Think of me. Actually, let me take a step back. So the real test is put together by Siri. Think of me as a mock Siri. Okay? So Siri puts out 2 tests a year, one in the summer and one in the winter. Those tests are based on information in the book, current affairs, and Danish values. Think of me as a mock Siri, okay, that puts out tests instead of twice a year. I put out tests twice a week. And those are mock tests. That's what I call mock tests. So, I hope that made sense. Next one. The first question. I'll go back to the first question and we'll have a look at that. Let's answer this one. Good Lord. This is why I don't like paying too much attention to these chats. Anyways, let's have a look at the first question. Okay, so according to Danish law, can you punish economic misbrug? So misbrug is like what's the English word for this? Abuse. So can you punish economic abuse in the public sector? Right? And specifically misuse of public funds? The answer is yes. That's what the question is about. I hope that made sense. Okay? And this one is it legal in Denmark to leave your religion? Sorry, is it illegal in Denmark? So uloli. Is it illegal in Denmark to leave your religion? The answer is no. Why? Because in Denmark, you have freedom of religion. All right. This one is about human trafficking. And will you get punished if you're involved in human trafficking? The answer is yes. All right. Last 2 questions. We have Farshid, Hasfak, B7, Nam, and Becky. Andre is making a comeback with 3 in a row. By the way, come to the session on Sunday. I explain all this. I explain how to approach it. There's fixed themes, a fixed theme of Danish values. I explain the whole thing. So make sure you come for the next session. 2 more questions and we're done for tonight. Yes, misuse. All right. As you can see, these questions are not difficult. They're actually very common sense type questions. And it's just yes or no, yes or no. Okay, static top 5. We've got Farshid, Hasfak, B7, Nam, and Becky. iPhone is making a comeback with 3 in a row. The last question, and then we'll be done for tonight. If you are here for the first time, wait until the end of the session. By end of the session, I mean the end of the Melbourne Escapes Porn session. And I will show you how to find your profile if you are here for the first time. All right, last question.
Excellent.
I can see that the last 5 questions are actually some of the best performing questions for you guys. So round of applause to you guys. Well done. Okay, let's have a look at the podium. B7, I think Hasfak and Farshid, right? Yeah, Farshid, and then we have Nam and Becky 4-5. Let's see. All right, Nam and Becky.
NewlyDanish.com.